Hi guys, it's Mrs. Jones again, here for Des Moines Schools, and I just wanted to give you a really quick little tutorial about diamond art. It's my understanding that you guys got some cool diamond art stickers about this big, which are super fun because when you're done putting the diamonds on them, you can peel the back off and stick it to something, like a water bottle or a laptop, whatever you have permission to stick it on. But I don't have any of the animal ones that you guys got, so I'm just going to show you with one that my kids are working on. Most of my students in the past have loved it. One or two don't like it, but most of them have loved it because it's kind of relaxing and it's something you can do while you're watching a movie or listening to music. That's just kind of a mindless activity like a video game or something where you're occupying yourself and just, it's kind of like stress relieving. It's a hobby that people like to do. So I'm going to show you how to do the big ones, even though I know you have the little ones, but it's the same premise. First, you have the diamond art daubers, and most of them look like this and just have room enough for one diamond to be on the end. But some of them come with attachments like this, where you can fit like 3 to 8 diamonds on there. So you could use those for, like, say you were doing this line. This line has 3, 6, this has like 8 or so black diamonds. So you could go over to your tray and pick up a line of diamonds and stick them there so it doesn't take as long. This takes a really long time. Like, even when you're working with a couple people, it might take you a few days with several hours of working on it. So, but anyway, I'm going to show you what to do next. So you have this little diamond dauber, that's what I call it, and you need to stick the end of the dauber into a wax square. Most diamond art come with a little wax square, so hopefully yours did. So what you do is you dab it in there so it picks up some wax on the end. I don't know if you can see that very well. Not really. You can see this one better. So there's pink wax in there. And then you're going to find what color you need. So usually, say I want to do this F right here. It's probably really hard to see that. This is a Disney Villains one, but say I wanted to do this color right here, which is the letter F, okay? So I'll go over here to the key, and the key says it's serial number 2 and 210. So I'm going to go over to my huge bag of colors, and I'm going to find the one that says 2, 210. And then in case you say you got a bunch of them and you don't know which one's which, because all the colors are not the same. Like, it might be an F in this puzzle and be purple, and you might go to another picture and their F is blue. So you need to match it with the right number. So this one's F261, F261. I'm doing the purple 2F210, 2, 210. Okay? Hopefully you got the right number or the right amount of dots for this, but if not, it might have to be an in-class project. So what I usually do is just cut the edge off, just like one corner. This one's taped because we've already used it. We're experimenting with different ways to attack these. You can either choose to say pick the F and do all the F's in the entire thing. There's even one F right way over here, and they're hard to find sometimes. There's little F's in there. So you could take one color and do the entire project, just that color, and then move on to the next color. Or you could cut one section out with like an X-Acto knife or something, and leave the rest of the covers on, and just do that corner. And then when you're done with that color, tape it back together and move on to the next one, and then come back to it later. There's a lot of ways to do it. I know you're just doing an animal right now, so you can just do one color at a time. But if you had a big project like this, then there's just other ways. So I don't want to dump this whole thing out. I'm just going to dump a little bit because I don't want to make a mess, because these tend to get everywhere. So I've dumped my colors in the tray, and you kind of can shake them a little bit and see if you can get them into one of the lines on the tray. See how there's a couple lines going this way? They're just real small, but they kind of divide them into different sections. So say you do have one of these wide expanded daubers, you could pick up like 3 at a time. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you can see that. You want to pick them up on the shiny, faceted side of the diamond because the flat side goes on the sticky part. So my daughter's working on this one. So if you have like 1 F, you take your dauber and stick it on the F, okay? The wax helps you to pick up the top of it, and then you can put it back down. And there's what happens if you do a 3 dauber. It's not very, I wish I could make this a little bit more focused for you. Oh, that's better. So you just, again, wax on the dauber, like that. You don't have to do it every time, but just, it lasts for a little while until it stops sticking. Get one of the little tops of the jewels or gems, and then put it in there. You might have to press kind of hard to get it to stick, to get it to come off the wax. So you just do all the F's in the section. You do all the F's in your animal, or whatever letter that you are working on. Pick it up and put it on the card. Boom, boom. It's a lot of fun. Fun for everyone. Huh. Anyway, they turn out really neat when they're done. They turn out so just shiny. You couldn't tell what flavor of letter it was. This is fun. Everybody in my house likes to do these, even my husband and my 2 sons. And the superintendent in Maxwell really loves to do these too. So I've got a bunch coming up that are 2s and 3s. So I'm going to use my extra wide dauber end to do those. I know you guys probably don't have those for school, but you probably have a smaller surface area to work with than I do, so I'm going to cheat and use my triple dauber. Oops. Now this is a really, really sticky paper. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen like flypaper before, like around your animal facilities out there, but it's really sticky like that, so it's kind of hard to get them off if it sticks in the wrong spot. So just be mindful of that. You might need, you know, like a fingernail or some kind of a sharper edge to scratch it off if it gets stuck in the wrong spot. Because nobody's perfect, so sometimes you gotta redo it. Move it over a little bit. Sometimes you can just kind of push it with the dauber too to get into the right spot if needed. The Evil Queen. She doesn't really have a name, does she? She's just the Evil Queen from Cinderella. Okay, I think that's all the F's in that section for me. Just double checking. Yep, I think that's it. She's looking lovely, darling. So shiny. So just for fun, I'm going to show you a finished one that my kiddos did. So here's a big finished Mario one that we did. And they just look so neat because they're shiny, you know, the way it catches the light. It's like, oh, beautiful. So I know you have smaller ones, but they're still super fun and shiny and they feel cool. And I hope you enjoy them because my kids did. But don't tear off the back until you're ready because they'll stick really good. And I found them like on the floor and desks and things like that. And I'm sure your teachers and family would appreciate it if you didn't stick them to anything, you know, that you're not supposed to stick them to. But anyway, I hope you enjoy those, and um, please let Miss Sumter know if you have any questions, and I'm sure she'll get them to me. Oh yeah, when you're done with the color, I kind of try to put them back in the best that I can, like that. Dump it in like a funnel, and then I usually get a piece of Scotch tape and just do that so that they don't fall out and get everywhere and mix. And then I'll use this again later when I have to do some more letter Fs. And your colors are different than mine, so make sure you check the numbers and letters. Anyway, that's it for Diamond Art. I will see you next time. Bye.